As it please the court, my lord. Thank you. Good morning, Brigadier.
Good morning.
Now, Brigadier, just a second. In 2020, you arrest accused number 2, Mr. Ntanzi. You took him to, or you have him taken for dental observation at Rustenburg or somewhere there.
Ngomnyaka ka-2020 ke mnumzana awubrekadile wathola noma wabopha ke umsola wesibili ke umnumzana ke uNtanzi bese wamthatha kwamsa ngapha kwesibhedlela ke sezomcabango Northwest
for dental observation, not mental.
Okay. Ngenhloso ukuthi ke bamcheke ke amazinyo akhe.
Is that correct?
Yeah, iqiniso lelo.
No, partly correct, not 100% correct, my lord. In that, he was arrested on the 16th of June 2020 by Sergeant Mokhani and Mabena. That's the first point.
Yasho ukuthi aklona ke iqiniso lelo ngoba iqiniso ukuthi waboshwa ke ngelanga la nge-16 ngenyanga kaJune ngomnyaka ka-2020 eboshwa uSergeant Mabena
and Mokhani.
No Sergeant Mokhani futhi.
And that was, and we dealt with this, my lord, previously, and that was in relation to Kwanongoma case, which we also dealt with in this court.
Okay, lokho ke sele lo daba sesilixoxile la enkantolo futhi waboshwa ngembangela noma ngenhloso icala abuka abhekane nalo icala laseNongoma noma icala lakwaNongoma.
Now, because some witnesses, my lord, seems to suggest on the docket on this matter now before court that either the first intruder or the second intruder may have had a gold incision, not only one. Some refers to the second suspect. I recall the statement, another one then refers to the first suspect. Because of that information that we had, he was then taken. Now that I was present now on that directive. So I was present on that day, on the 22nd of June 2020 for dental examination. And that is how the witness that came to testify came into the picture. That was to check as to whether, as it's mentioned in the docket, that the second intruder may have had a dental incision, my lord. Sorry, a gold incision, not a dental, a gold incision, my lord.
Ukujobela ke mina nencazelo yakhe ke uyakusho khona njalo ukuthi lapho ke yena ke kade angekho kulanga lokuqala kepha ngelanga lesibili ke ngelanga la nge-22 zakaJune nyaka 2020 kula khona nakade akhona ke lapho ke ngoba uma ebuka kuphakathi kwamadocket kwama-statement akhona ke kungaphakathi kwedocket abantu kade bekhona lapho ngaphakathi kuleli khaya lela basho khona nje ukuthi umuntu owangena ngaphakathi lokuqala noma wesibili kuyena kade anezinyo legolide kuye.
Yes, so those were the circumstances, my lord, for the dental examination.
Izona ke zathu lezo esaphoqa ukuthi sihambe sigcine senza ke uhlolo lwamazinyo kuye.
What were the results, Brigadier?
Ngabe zahamba njani ke iphuma
zalapho? That investigation, medical investigation.
Mayana nezokuhlolwa kwakhe udokotela?
My lord, it was negative. I think also we dealt with that. There was a report, as I said, the witness testified, he indicated what he found, but my recollection of the report, he could not find that there was a dental, rather a gold teeth that was removed, because accused two did not have a gold tooth at the time. So my recollection of the report did not say there was once an artificial object in his gums that was removed. That's my recollection, my lord.
Athi ke ufakazi ngokukhumbula kwakhe ke lapho ke iphuma zalapho zaphuma zichaza ukuthi cha akukho ke la kade anezinyo legolide ke na ke umsola wesibili ke malana nodaba lwakhe ngoba uvela khona ufakazi osele weza la enkantolo uthola kufakazi bakhe washo khona njalo ke ukuthi cha akukho noma akakaze abe nawo amazinyo egolide ke na ke umsola wesibili.
Thank you, Brigadier. Your recollection is spot on. And that was 6 years after the alleged incident of the killing of the deceased, not so?
Uyabonga ke ummeli ngomalana nokukhumbula kwakhe ke ufakazi okhona phambi kwenkantolo futhi uyasho khona njalo ukuthi lokhu ukukhumbula kwakhe yinto ukhumbule into esele yenzeka ke eminyakeni eyisithupha endlule ngabe akukho njalo ngemuva ukuthi kushone ke umufi osingaye kulecala leli.
Sorry sir, what I'm saying, that incident of accused number 2 being taken from dental medical observation happened 6 years after the killing of the deceased.
Lapho khona ke isilungiso nje sincane ne ukuthi ngemuva kweminyaka eyisithupha sele kwashona ke umufi kula kwathathwa khona ke umsolo wesibili bese wahamba waya kudokotela bomhlola ke malana namazinyo akhe.
And they found that he never had any insect of a golden nature in his teeth.
Bese bathola ke lapho ukuthi akakaze ke abe nezinyo legolide kuyena ke.
That is correct, my lord.
Thank you.
Yebo iqiniso ke lelo.
Thank you, Brigadier.
Sorry about gold insets.
Yes, my lord.
Black people in the main, you know, they have cosmetic application onto their dentals.
Yes.
You have never seen a black guy like me
I have.
having a gold teeth.
I have, my lord.
It's not a miraculous phenomenon.
Indeed, my lord.
And
Yes,
after some time, you erase that.
Correct, my lord.
We all know that.
Yes.
That's-
That is true, my lord. I've seen that.
Yeah. I see Mr. Ramsepidi is surprised a bit.
I'm not perplexed. Man.
Oh, okay, fine.
What does perplex me is the qualification by His Lordship to say after some time it is taken out.
Yeah, it's fashion.
Yes, but here
Like when
medical
you see a lady with a
piercing.
ring piercing her nose.
Yes,
After some time, she removes that. Same thing with teeth.
yes, but here medically, in relation to my colleagues' interaction with the witnesses, that medically it was proven that accused number 2 never had such an insertion.
Did you read that medical report?
I did, Dr. Klokwe, he was
Okay,
here.
fine.
We crossed
All right.
him.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, sir.
Now, document ZZ2 from the gamma scope. You had just indicated that you got this document from Lieutenant Colonel Wood. As you requested him or her to assist you there with Neso.
Istatement ke sikhona ke sakhe exhibit ZZ2 lesa wasithola ke eDagama scope le waqala khona ke Warren or Colonel Watts uthi akuthole sona ke.
The answer, my lord, is correct, but just to close the last part of the gold incision in proper, but the answer to the question of Advocate Mnisi is correct, it's yes. But to close the
Athi ke impendulo kaMnumzana uMnisi kuyiqiniso ke pha ke ukhuluma inkulumo egcwele ke qedela lo mpendulo leyo ke.
Awukahle Brigadier. Awukahle.
Can I finish,
Yes,
my lord?
hlanganisa. Just a second. We are messing us around.
May I
That
finish?
issue has been closed. If there is something that you want to bring to the attention of the state, to the court with regard to the golden insect or what, the state will have an opportunity to re-examine you on that. I'm now on the Dagama scope document. I am on the Dagama scope document, and my question relating to the Dagama scope issue is, Lieutenant Wood sent you this document, and you said yes, and I'm proceeding from there. So I don't know what the problem is.
Kade acela ke umeli kaMsola ke wesithathu ukuthi uMnumzana kame kancane ke ngoba angasididi imicabango ngoba ke kade aqedile kumbuza mina nodaba le lamazinyo kwegolide uma ngabe kukho ke ukuthizeni uMnumzana akhohliwe ukuthi akhulu ufakaza akhohliwe ukuthi atshele inkantolo noma inkosi yenkantolo ke ihlangothi lezombuso lothola ke isikhathi esanele sokuthi baphinde bambuze ke imibuzo mina nodaba lo ke manje ke acithisana siqhubeke sibeke phambili ukhuluma ngodaba le exhibit uZZ2 lela seDagama scope la cela khona ke uLieutenant Colonel Rhodes.
As a court case, my lord, we submit that the witness is entitled to elaborate. We've just dealt with the issue of the dental examination. Now, something has occurred to him, and he wants to go back and elaborate on his answer. We submit, my lord, that the witness is entitled to elaborate on that and should be given the opportunity to elaborate on that, my lord.
Yes, sir. What's your response there?
I'm in the hands of the court, my lord.
You know, we read a case before we started this trial.
Yes.
What's that case of 1927?
It's Pakistan.
not Pakistan.
Hepworth.
Yeah, we read that case.
Yes, it's Hepworth.
That case, you can't stop a witness. This is not a game. That's not me saying that. It's that case saying that I'm an administrator of justice and I'm not an umpire in a cricket game or a soccer game. If a witness wants to say anything, he's allowed to do it.
Thank you, my lord.
I mean,
Which is
please.
why I said I'm in the hands of the court. My lord.
Oh, you don't.
He can proceed if there is an elaboration that he needs to do.
Indeed, my lord. Thank you, my lord. So what I wanted to say, my lord, is that as much as we have the medical results from which have indicated what they say in my recollection, in the docket or the investigation, there is no evidence that says the incision, either by the first intruder or the second intruder, was medically inserted. So I just want to qualify that it does not mean we have evidence that the first intruder was taken to a medical practitioner and the gold teeth was medically inserted. So it could have been an artificial one that could have been removed. So I just wanted to qualify that we thought, obviously these are done medically. Let us see what the medical examiner will find. But the absence of the finding does not mean it did not exist in either of the people that were seen, my lord. That's all I needed to say.
Okay, Dr. Gininda.
Kata jobela ke ingazelo yakhe malana nodaba lolu ke lokuhlolwa kwamsola uqala noma umtholo wesibili owangena ngaphakathi komuzi loyana ke nodaba lakhe lwezinyo lamagolide ke ngoba uyasho ukuthi phakathi kwedocket noma istatement sama docket akukho la kusho khona ukuthi bamthatha yini umuntu oqala okade angena lapho kulomuzi loyana ukuthi bahambe bomhlola ke isimo sakhe samazinyo ke kepha kuyasho khona nje ukuthi ungatholakala ukuthi mhlawumbe isimo sakhe noma isimo kade kusonake waphinda wahamba noma kade afake amazinyo la wafakayo bese ukhona ukuthi ufit uphinde futhi ukuthi wakhiphe la babiza ukuthi ama-artificial ngesingisi.
Brigadier, now you realize you're tempting me to ask you the following questions. You realize that whether or not there was a gold insert on somebody's jaw, that's a medical evidence, not so. You are a brigadier. The doctor said it wasn't there. That's what medical expertise is saying, not so. So your opinion in that regard matters not, because yours is just an opinion from a policeman who has never been a doctor.
Manje kuyasho khona ke umeli ukuthi uphekade manje ke usuvula ke umgwaqo ukuthi ke noma uhambe ukuthi aphinde futhi am-challenge noma aphikisane nofakazi bakhe ke ngoba ke ubrigadier akena ke udokotela unesipiliyoni osebenza ngamazinyo ke futhi noma khona ke uhlelo la bakhulumile khona ke kulona ukuthi akade kungekho umuntu odana amazinyo egolide.
No, I think, my lord, I don't know where is that statement coming from. I don't know. To say I'm not a doctor, because I never claimed to be a doctor, and I never interpreted what the medical expert said. I simply said the fact that that doctor says there is no medical evidence that there was a gold incision. It does not mean there was no artificial one, because we do not have this side evidence that says the gold incision in any of the intruders was medically inserted. All we have is a description that one of the intruders may have had the gold incision. So here you have a medical report on the end to say, I've examined this person, this is my medical qualifications, and I have this finding. This side you have a description where we do not know if indeed this was medically inserted. That's the point that I'm saying, my lord. So now to say I'm now trying to pose as a doctor, I think it's really uncalled for, because at no stage did I contradict or misinterpret what the medical, the dental surgeon said, my lord.
Uyasho khona njalo kuphendula ke ufakazi okhona ke lenkantolo uthi yena ke akazi ukuthi umuzi uqhamuka kuphi ke ukuthi yena ke akena kudokotela futhi akaza afune lomkhakha kudokotela kepha uyasho khona njalo uthi yena ke malana ufakazi ukhona ke futhi naye akaze katulike ke ukuzana ubufakazi ade buthi udokotela la ngaphambi kwenkantolo kepha ke kunento futhi athanda ukuthi atshele inkantolo ukuthi abantu ade bekhona kule khaya leliya basho bona ke njalo ukuthi uma besichazela noma besitshela nalesikhangiso labantu abokuqala abangena phakathi kulomuzi lana basho ukuthi omunye wabo ke lo muntu owangena phakathi ke kade enezinyo legolide ke yena ke futhi athi khona manje shuthi manje usunamahlangothi amabili ke lapho ke ngoba udokotela yena washo udokotela unesipiliyoni futhi kulomkhakha ukusebenza ngamazinyo ke la wachaza khona ke washo etshela inkantolo mana nezinto ayitholile ngesikhathi esikade ahlola ke lo muntu lwathi bemlethe ke yena ke ukuthi asho ukuthi ngabe sele abanawo amazinyo egolide noma akaze abe nawo, washo ukuthi akakaze ke abe nawo ke, futhi yasho khona nje ukuthi kungatholakala ukuthi mhlawumbe umuntu kade afake amazinyo la uphinde futhi ukhona ukuthi wakhiphe.
Thank you. Brigadier, your role, as I perceive it, the profession revolves around warning statements, one of which is from the Dagama scope, wherein you said that you requested Rhodes to make Lieutenant Colonel Ruud to make available this statement that is marked ZZ2, and then he or she made it available to you. But then he or she did not tell you from who did she get this document from, not so?
Mnumzana ke manje etigcinize kulo daba lolu le statement saka exhibit ZZ2 lesi sathe saseda Dagama scope la ucela khona ke Lieutenant Colonel Rhodes uthi akutholele sona ke manje sikhangiso ade usihlala ke lapho ke manje ngabe akazakutshela igama lomuntu owamnikeza istatement lesi akusinjalo?
Yes, my lord, it is so, but I went further in my response. That was not the only part. I said I was not requested by Advocate Mnisi insofar as who is sending over that statement. But subsequent, my lord, to the adjourning of yesterday, because I realized this is becoming an issue of debate between us and Advocate Mnisi, I've then embarked on the process to request statements from all the stations where these exhibits were obtained. I do know that one from Prafrenet has already been emailed to us, my lord, and we have it from Prafrenet confirming the exhibit that was given to us. I've embarked on the same approach with Dagamas as well as all other stations, so that then they can indicate that they are the authors of this document and these documents come from them. So that I've embarked on that process, my lord. And as they all become available, I will share with Advocate Mnisi, my lord.
Uyaphendula ke uyasho khona ukuthi yebo khona kunjalo, kepha ke uma angajubela noma angachaza kabanzi mayelana nencazelo yakhe ke uyasho khona ukuthi ubonile ukuthi izolo manje sekuzoba nengqoqo mpikiswano phakathi kwakhe ufakazi okhona ke futhi nomeli adabuza ke imibuzo ke futhi yasho khona ukuthi izolo usuthathe ke uhambo lwakhe lokuthi ahambe acele izikhumulo zamaphoyisa la kade bemlethela khona ke ama statement lana ke ekuthizeni babhaleke ama statement basho ukuthi ngempela nangeqiniso yibona laba kade bemsiza ekuthizeni ke athole ama statement lana ke futhi wazojobelela washo khona nje ukuthi izolo ugcine athola ke I statement esiqhamuka lapha eGrafreinet laba khuluma khona ukuthi umuntu othizeni uyena ke obalekelile ekuthizeni bathole ke I statement lesi athi unayo ke email ayisayitholile futhi nakumanye ama police station la dathola ama statement khona lana ke nakhona obabhalele.
Brigadier, that was not my question. You just said a sermon, our Father who art in heaven, and you said it in Latin, brilliant. My question is simply that you said yesterday that Lieutenant Ruud did not tell you or did not bring it to your attention who did he or she get this document from, not so. I'm just recapping on what happened yesterday, not so.
I think those remarks can be ignored. Once again, my lord, it's important for counsel to extend courtesy to a witness. The witness was asked a question and he has answered to his best endeavors. Now, this somewhat demeaning proposition is made to a witness. We submit that that is uncalled for, and Advocate Mnisi should withdraw that.
But there is absolutely nothing which is demeaning here. There's nothing wrong, my lord. That's my submission.
Finding there is something wrong about it. This witness never recited the Lord's Prayer. Now you can continue.
It's a what do they call it now, my lord?
It's sarcasm.
It's not sarcasm.
For me, it's sarcasm.
That's the interpretation of the court. No,
Yes.
thank you, my lord.
And
But
I
my
know,
question
I
was
know
very
English.
Yes, my lord.
In other words, this witness is being belittled.
No,
That's my view.
thank you, my lord. My question is simple. Yesterday you said Ruud gave you this document, but Ruud never told you who he or she got this document from, not so? That's my simple question, and that's what you said yesterday.
athi umbuzo wakhe ummeli athi umbuzo wakhe futhi umbuzo nje oqondile futhi onciphile ukuthi izolo ngesikhathi ulethe inkulumo yakho noma usitshela mayelana nenkulumo yakho ke mayelana nestatement lesi wasitshela ukuthi uRoth akakazi akutshele igama lomuntu lo wamnikeza istatement lesi asinjalo
my lord because really I don't know, because I've said this so many times about the manner in which Advocate Mnisi really wants to deal with issues, and I've pleaded with him that can we focus on the business of hand without being just play the ball and not the man. That's all that I'll ask, my lord. Insofar as the question that was asked, I've answered the question. I do not understand this selective listening by Advocate Mnisi, because I've answered the question. I've said yes, I agree with you. Added, which is now deemed or termed to be the Lord's Prayer, and it's a big difference. I don't know how do you compare what I'm saying before court with the Lord's Prayer, even if then you don't believe in God. I just don't see how you narrate the two. I've answered the question as it was asked to me, and not for the first time. I think today is the third time I've answered the question affirmatively to say this is what I've said yesterday. But then I've qualified it to say to avoid the debate that I could see yesterday that we are driving to. I then embarked on the process of requesting statements from all the stations where these exhibits come from. That's the only thing that I've added, but the question was answered, my lord. Now to say I did not say that and I'm embarking on the Lord's Prayer is really unbecoming, even of Advocate Mnisi as a court official, my lord. And I will just ask that can we please focus on the business at hand and stop arguing on pertinent issues.
Uyasho khona njalo ke ufakazi ukuthi ukhulumile ke izolo ngesikhathi esikade umnumzana uMnisi ke ambuza mayelana nombuzo loyo ke washo ukuthi kwempendula yakhe kuyebo kepha ke lo daba lokuthi umnumzana uMnisi aze ngalo ke namuhla lokhu ukuthi umnumzana manje usiyagijima ke futhi manje usegcina ke asho kumkhuleko lona ke ukudaba mhlawumbe okungamele ukuthi lona ke kube uyalisho ke lenkantolo ngoba ke yena ke uyasho nje ukuthi wabona noma ubonile ukuthi umnumzana omele komswala wesithathu usufuna uhamba ngoluphi uhlangothi kulagcina khona ke ebhalela ke izikhumulo zamaphoyisa la uthola khona ke ama statement lana ke noma ama exhibit lana ke kuthizeni mabhala ama statement basho ukuthi yibo abobani futhi yibo kade bemenzela ke lo daba lolu esingalo la enkantolo ke lama statement futhi ecela ukuthi manje sigcinize kudaba lolu esingalo la enkantolo siyekele olunye udaba.
And lastly, my lord, my understanding of myself and Advocate Mnisi as court officials, I thought we are here to assist the court in coming to the truth. And I don't understand why now, if I want to indicate something which I think will assist the court in getting a clear picture, that information must be suppressed. What do you have to hide? We are here to assist the court with the facts. And all that I'm saying arise from the questions that are being asked, and then I will narrate so that the picture is clear. I don't just come and say something that does not come or arise from the questions that are put to me.
Uyasho ukugcina ke uyasho ukuthi yena ke futhi nommeli umnumzana uMnisi udaba labo ukuthi balenze le nkantolo mesikhanyiswe ukuthi basihlale le nkantolo ukuthi balekelele inkantolo ethizini bagcine bethola ke iqiniso ngokuletha amaqiniso kuphela phambi kwenkantolo futhi odobeleke inkantolo isithombe esicace bha.
Yes.
Yilokho ke kuphela.
I'm not so sure whether you're done, Brigadier. I think it seems to me like you've got a lot that is in your chest that you want to take out. You may proceed to take it out.
No,
I'm very patient before I start with my cross-examination.
No, you can start. I'm done, my lord. Like I said, all I want and the plea that I'm making is that can we focus on the business at hand and leave pertinent issues, my lord. Because if I can do the same thing to Advocate Mnisi, it will not sit well. And I think as court officials, both of us, him and I, and Sina for that matter, at this level, we can at least maintain the decorum of this court and just focus on the issues at hand. That's all that I'm asking for him, to maintain the decorum of the court, because I'll give him the same courtesy and then deal with the issues that are beforehand.
Uyasho khona njalo ukuthi kade ashumela ukuthi uyabona ngathi mhlawumbe umnumzana ufakazi okhona phambi kwenkantolo kaqedile ngenkulumo yakhe ke bese wathi ufakazi cha uqedile ke kepha kuyacela ukuthi manje kwisikhathi esikusona ke azigxinize kudaba esingalo la enkantolo sekele olunye udaba olungaquki into zala enkantolo ngaphakathi ngoba bona babili ke abasebenzi benkantolo.
I'm done, my lord. Sorry.
Futhi ecela ukuthi basebenze ngendlela nje eqondile futhi ngendlela ke bayiphathe ngendlela ekahle ekuthizini batshengakale noma basitshengise ukuthi bona ke abasebenzi benkantolo.
You've got anything further,
Yebo
Brigadier?
uqedile ke uyasho ukuthi uqedile ke
Oh, thank you.
ufakazi.
Thank you. Back to Dagamaskop. Now, do you realize that the document that you received from Ruud, from Dagamaskop, has got no police insignia?
It's got no what?
Police insignia, i-badge yamaphoyisa.
Ngabe uma sibenza kudaba lolu ke likhona la phambi kwenkantolo ke le exhibit ZZ2 la seDagamaskop ayikho ke la ibadge yesiphoyisa ngaphakathi uma ibadge yamaphoyisa.
That's correct, my lord.
Yebo iqiniso ke lelo.
Thank you. For now, let us put aside Dagamaskop. Let's go to ZZ3.
Yeah, but
good.
my lord, sorry. Yes, we can go to ZZ3, but that does not mean it's not a police document. It is a police document because I have seen, in my experience, warning statement without a police insignia, which are coming from the police. So what I can say, this is a warning statement that is being used at the time when Colonel Roth obtained it. And hence I said we will get an affirmation in the form of a statement from that station.
Uyasho khona njalo ke umnumzana ukuthi yebo asikho lana isitembe samaphoyisa ngaphambi siqhubeke siye lapha ku exhibit ZZ3 uyasho khona njalo ukuthi uma ngaba ke angasitshela kabanzi mayana nencazelo yakhe ke la ngaphakathi isitembe asikho kepha uma kungafika ama statement akhona ke la qhamuka lapho eDagamaskop noma kulama police station ehlukene kula sothi khona incazelo ukuthi kungani isitembe samaphoyisa kade singekho la ngaphakathi lo hlelo lwe exhibit ZZ2.
You'll tell me when you're done.
I'm done, my lord.
Ungitshela uqedile ke bese ufakazi yasho ukuthi uqedile.
Thank you. Now, just to recap again, yesterday, you told the court that you do not know of any authority that say a specific document must be used when a warning statement gets taken from a suspect, not so?
Izolo ukhulumile ukuthi wena ke awusho ushilo ukuthi umthetho othizeni awukho osho ukuthi kwamele ukuthi idocument abasebenzisile kwamele. The last part, please, my lord. The last part, please. Can you please rephrase the last part?
Oh, I'm saying, you told the court yesterday that there's no authority that says what specific document must be used when a warning statement gets taken from a witness, not so? I mean, from a suspect, not so?
Izolo ukhulumile ukuthi malana nodaba lama warning statement akukho ke umthetho othizeni okhethekile othi kumele usebenzise kuma nabe thatha ama statement kuba solo.
I've said, my lord, there is no authority that prescribes a specific document as the only document that must be used when a warning statement must be taken. And I even refer to the booklet that we're dealing with, the 3M, that it is not prescribed as the only document that must be used by SAPS. To date, as I'm standing here, when you take a warning statement, there is no such authority, my lord.
Uyasho ukuthi akukho ke umthetho othizeni okhethekile ukuthi bawulandele uma mhlawumbe idocument elithizeni ekumele ukuthi balandele ke uma ngabe thatha ama statement ke kuba solo mhlawumbe kuyiboshwa ke washo ukuthi ufika kwisikhathi esikusona ke manje uma ngabe kakhuluma ngebooklet khona ke akukho lokho kubhaliwe kuyona.
Thank you. ZZ3.
Uyabonga ke umeli athi afunde lapha ku ZZ3.
This document, ZZ3, it's written South African Police Service, and there's an Afrikaans version, South Afrikaanse Police Dienst. It's a warning statement by suspect, and then apparently it's written Graf Reinet case. I assume this came from Graf Reinet, not so?
Uyasho ukuthi lapho ke ku exhibit ZZ3 babhale lapho ukuthi South African Police Service sefuthi bhala futhi ngelimi lesibhunu khona ke lapho ke bese ngenzansi babhala ukuthi Graf Reinet bese bathi case. Uyasho uyacabanga ukuthi le document eqhamuka lapho kwisikhumulo samaphoyisa sase Graf Reinet ngabe akusinjalo yini?
That is correct, my lord.
Yebo kunjalo.
Now, from Graf Reinet, who assisted you with this document?
Manje kuqhamuka lapho ke kwisikhumulo samaphoyisa sase-Graaff-Reinet ngabe ubani okulekelile ngale document leli?
This one also, my lord, was coordinated by Colonel Roth, and subsequent to that, the statement that I said was emailed from Graaff-Reinet, because I said I've made a request. So the statement from Graaff-Reinet, from the people who actually gave this document to Colonel Roth, have responded and have sent us the email. So with the statement of confirming this document, so that I have.
Bekubuza ukuthi ngabe i-document leli ubani owamcela ukuthi akusize ekuthizeni gcineke ulithola uyasho ukuthi uRoth Lieutenant Colonel Roth kepha ke washo ukuthi uma angajobela futhi incazelo yakhe ke khona lapho ke bekakhulumile ngokuthi bekabhalile ke i-email ebhala ke isikhumulo samaphoyisa sase-Graaff-Reinet la khona ke basheshe baphendula ke mayelana nodaba lwakhe kade abacela lona ke kulesibhalo sakhe se-email kade babhalele yona ke futhi bam-emailele yona ke futhi ile ayiphethe la ke na ethizeni basho ukuthi yibo abamlekelela ngale statement lesi.
I think my question is very succinct. It relates to the person who wrote this document for Road to come and give it to you. I want the name of that person at Graaff-Reinet who gave Road this document.
Ummeli yasuthi umuzo wakhe umuzo nje unciphile futhi omfishane la khona kade abuza khona ukuthi ngabe igama lomuntu lo owanika uRoth istatement lesi ubani kuphela.
My lord, I'm answering the question. I'm saying, in light of what transpired yesterday, and I've said this, I embark on the process to support this document with an affidavit from the relevant station. Subsequent to that, an affidavit from Graaff-Reinet. So the document first came from Colonel Roth, as I've said. But subsequent to that, there's a statement from Graaff-Reinet that attached the same document from the people of Graaff-Reinet confirming that this is what they're using. So you have Colonel Roth who produced this document when it was marked to me, and she didn't give me the name, but subsequently Graaff-Reinet themselves have now responded attaching the same warning statement to say this is what they're using, my lord.
Uyasho ukuthi khona ke yebo kunjalo kepha ke uma ngembangela elodaba liqhamukile ke la inkantolo izolo ke nophambi kwenkantolo ke yena ke uthathe uhambo lwakhe lokuthizeni agcine ke bhala ke zonke izikhumulo zamaphoyisa lezi abathola kuzona ke ama warning statement khona ke abacela ukuthi bamenzele ke uhlelo lo affidavit khona ke basho ukuthi yibo abobani futhi bamlekelela kanjani ithizeni ke athole ke ama statement lana ke futhi wajobela ngeincazelo yakhe washo khona njalo ke ngesikhathi sibekachaza khona ke lapho ke ukuthi ke ngemuva kwalokho kwalokho ke yena ke utholile ke imininingwane yabantu amhlanje incazelo imalana nohlelo lwaffidavit lababhale khona ke eGraaff-Reinet bembhalela futhi bephendula ngohlelo lwe-email.
And this document is available, my lord. I've already in the morning shared with the state.
Have you given it to the prosecutor?
Yes, I did, my lord.
Uyasho khona njalo ukuthi document leli ke ukulikhona lapha kwenkantolo futhi nomshushisi okhona enkantolo sekamphile le document leli buthi bese inkosi enkantolo kuzo ukuthi ngabe umshushisi wenkantolo ulithole yini le document washo ukuthi yebo ulithole.
Brigadier, you have been lamenting that you should be treated with dignity, respect and courtesy. Those features are earned. I'm asking you a simple question. Who from Graaff-Reinet gave Rood this document? Who then Rood in turn gave it to you? I want the name of that person who gave Rood this document in Graaff-Reinet. I don't want a lot of things. The name.
Uyasho khona ke ummeli efakaza ukuthi yena ke bukhulumile wona afakaza ukuthi la inkantolo kumele siphathane ngenhlonipho futhi nangokuthobeka siyithobe la inkantolo kepha ke into wena ungaphani ngencazelo ende noma mhlawumbe incazelo eningi kepha ke into ayifuna kuwena ke afuna ukuyizwa kuwena ukuthi ubani igama lalomuntu owacelwa uRoth noma owanika uRoth istatement lesi saka exhibit ZZ2 bese ZZ3 no2 bese uRoth weza nazo la kuwena ke igama lomuntu lokuphela alifunayo.
My lord, I've answered the question. I don't know how best can I answer it. I've answered the question.
What did you say is the name of the person?
Can I
answer
still,
it?
but I'm still talking about it missing. I've answered the question and I've said I've got the document from Lieutenant Colonel Roth. No name was given, and I've indicated from yesterday that there was no request. Advocate Mnisi, when he made a request to me, he said I must assist insofar as obtaining these documents for him. No request was made that I must also get the name as to where they come from and the police insignia. Now, an impression is given as if now we've collected certain things without collecting them properly, whereas he made a specific request, and when I'm telling him I've made the request, because if the issue, my lord, is the authenticity, and that's why I dealt with it yesterday, as to where these documents are coming from. I've made that request as to where they're coming from. The documents are coming. If that is in question, we can collect those documents and then we can carry on. But an impression must not be given as if we selected what we get. There was no request from Advocate Minister for me to get the names of the people who are giving us these documents. It was only to say, you may now assist us. But after long up and down, assist us now in getting the documents. No name was requested. As a result, my lord, I never made such a request to Colonel Rhodes. She would have done it if I had asked to say, get me the name or get the statement or the chain as to where these things are coming from. That is why I embark on that process, my lord, and I have the results from Craftrenet.
Uyasho kade abuza ukuthi ngabe ubani igama lalomuntu owapha ke uLieutenant Colonel Rhodes istatement lesike. Uyasho cha igama lena ke akazi bamtshela ukuthi ubani ke loyo ke, kepha ukukhumule khona njalo ukuthi umnumzana okummeli umadvocate umnisike yena ke wacela ukuthi sicela ukuthi usilekelele noma ke usize ngalolu daba ukuthi usithulile ama statement ke, uma ngabe sele asho ukuthi ucela ukuthi simthule namagama ukuthi abubani abantu ade besilekelele ukuthi sithule ama statement lana ke, ngabe nalokho sele sakwenza ke manje umnumzana usufuna athi ufakazi umnumzana ufuna kubukeke ngathi yena bona ke manje benze umsebenzi bengaqedile ngendlela efanele noma ngendlela eqondile ke lapho ke malana nohambo lwabo noma uhambo lwabo lokuthola ke ama statement lana ke futhi ke uyasho kanje ukuthi ngemuva kwenkulumo eqhamukile la enkantolo yena ke ukulabone khona ukuthi manje bazohamba ngolohlangothi lokuthi kwamele bathule ke amagama lawo ke futhi kula khona ke agcine ke abhala ke izikhumulo zamaphoyisa zonke ke lezi abathole kuzo kama statement la ukuthi zini bakuthi bamlekelele babhala ama affidavit basho ukuthi yibo abamlekelele abobani ke lapho.
Are you done already?
Ngabuqedile fakazi?
Yes, I'm done, man.
Thank you.
Yebo ngiqedile.
So briefly, what is your answer is you do not know the name of the person.
Ngokufishane nje shuthi awulazi igama lomuntu.
What I know, my lord, is that Stephanus Kruger is the one who disposed an affidavit after my request, attaching and confirming that the document that Colonel Rhodes gave me is the one that they are using at Craftrenet. That is as per this affidavit. Insofar what Colonel Rhodes, which is similar affidavit, a warning statement, she didn't give me the name, my lord. That's why I've said this, because it was not requested. But Stephanus Kruger, a police officer from Craftrenet, confirms that this is the document that they are using, and this affidavit coming from Craftrenet is the one that I said I've given to the state, my lord, in the morning, so that he can share with the defense.
Uyasho khona njalo ke ufakazi ukuthi yena ke ngolwazi lakhe analo ke esikhathini samanje ke uStephanie Kruger uyena ke omlekelile noma mhlambi uyena ke wamsiza wasiza ke uLieutenant Colonel Rhodes ithizini kagcine ke thola ke statement lesike futhi likhona kuhlelo laffidavit olikhona phambi kwenkantolo ke ufakazi asele alethile ngaphambi kwehlangothi lezoshushiso.
So
ethizini ihlangothi lezoshushiso bese alekelele abameli abakhona phambi kwenkantolo.
So there's an affidavit that was deposed to by Stephanus Kruger, who is the one that sent this document to Ruos. Yeah, to Ruode. Is that what you're saying?
Ngabe usho ukuthi khona ke afihlelo affidavit olikhona ke la olibhaliwe uStephanie Kruger asho ukuthi la kade achaza khona noma asho khona ke ukuthi uyena ke walekelela uLieutenant Colonel Rhodes ethizini athole ke statement lesi. Ngabe inkulumo yakho leyo?
No, it's not what I'm saying, my lord. I'm saying Colonel Rhodes, insofar as exhibit both exhibit 22, ZZ2 and ZZ3, she didn't give me the name. In the process of embarking and trying to curtail what we're going through in establishing where are these documents coming from, I then thought it will be in the interest of justice for me to go to these stations, contact them and request them to confirm the type of warning statements accompanied by a statement, so that there's no dispute as to where these documents are coming from. And I'm saying in light of that, Craftrenet, then under Mr. Stephanus Kruger, disposed an affidavit attaching a document similar to the one that Colonel Rhodes sent to me to say, this is what we are using, this is what we've been using, and this is what we are currently using when we take warning statements.
Sorry, can I have unless I'm accused of colluding. Can I have a cite of a document you're referring to?
Yes, my lord.
Because you're referring to a statement, an affidavit, and apparently Mr. Baloyi has got that. Mr.
that's also-
Pidi, do you have it also? And Ms. Sololo has it, and Mr. Mnisi has it, and I'm the only person who doesn't have this document. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, my lord. I'm not so sure what you're talking about. I don't have an affidavit. It has not been handed to me.
Yeah, fine. We didn't give it to Mr.
We
Mnisi.
give it to everyone and is there on.
He says you never gave it to him.
on other
No, he never
witnesses.
gave it to me, my lord. There are papers that are lying around here, so I don't know what is it that they are here for.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Mr. Baloyi never brought that to my attention and said, this is what is from...
Yeah.
This is what is happening.
Hey,
You never gave it to me. Just be sincere with the court.
okay, I have the document and I'm going to place the contents on record. It's from a certain Roots Mariki. So she's a lieutenant colonel, Miss Roots.
Yes,
It's
from my
not a
office.
constable.
No,
It's a very senior.
Indeed,
police.
my lord.
Yeah, lieutenant colonel
Yes.
Ruth Meiki. She's part of the National Cold Case Unit. And she cites herself as a lieutenant colonel. Sent on Tuesday, the 21st January 2025 at 9:19 to the National Cold Case Unit. The subject is forward re-warning statement. On the body of the note, on the 21st January 2025, 8:03, EC Grafrenet, Detective Kruger, HS, who is a warrant officer apparently, was written a letter. Goeie môre, kolonel. He wrote a letter.
Yes, my lord.
Vind aangeheg soos per u versoek. And it is signed, well, it's not signed, it's noted by Stefan Kruger, who apparently is a detective warrant officer. And he's a group leader, detectives, Grafrenet, SAPS. He's got his 2 cell phone numbers on the document.
inkosi enkantolo lapho kade ifunda ke mayelana nodaba lwestatement la ababhalile lapho phezulu ukuthi NTA la kumele khona ukuthi National Code Case Unit bathi bathi umhloko B bese bathi Lieutenant Colonel bese ngenzansi bathi iqhamuka kubani ke from iqhamuka kubani ke base uthi la iqhamuka ku road Mergy Lieutenant Colonel bese bathi ithunyelwe kubani ke bese bathi ithunyelwe ngelanga la nge-21 ngolwesibili ke 21 mhla ka-21 ngoJanuary 2025 ngesikhathi isikhathi sakhona ke lapho ke imizuzu ewu-19 ngemuva kwehora la ka-9 kusasa bathi 2 besathi National Cold Case Unit bese ngenza wathi subject lapho bathi forward re-warning statement bese ngenzansi basho ukuthi khona ke ngelanga la nge-21 zaka January ngomnyaka 2025 ngesikhathi semizuzu ewu3 ngemuva kwehora la ka8 bese wathi EC Grafrenet detectives lapho khona ukuthi babhale khona ukuthi warrant officer uKruger osebenza ngaphansi kwezesiphoyisa nale nombhalo wakhe wama email khona uKruger h7@saps.gov.za bese ubhale lathi lapho ke ngenza ngolwimi lesibhunu athi goeie môre Colonel sawubona Colonel bese ngenzansi basabhala ke ngelimi lesibhulu futhi ke athi malana nesicelo sakho kuma sisisa kulwimi lesizulu base ngenzansi babhala ukuthi khona ke Stephanie Kruger oku warrant officer bese wathi group leader bathi detectives Grafrenet subs usabhasha ke imininingwane yakhe inombolo zocingo.
Right, it's actually a note which I think I should read because there's to and froing about a simple statement written by one Harold Kruger, declares under oath I'm an adult male, born on the 16th of July 1971. He gives his identity number, and it says he resides at 14 Lupcha Street, Grafrenet. He gives his cell phone number. I'm employed as a detective warrant officer at Grafrenet SAPS Detective Branch. And then he also gives the telephone number. And then he cites what he calls a Percial number. And then it goes on and says, save where the converse appears to, from the context, the facts contained in this affidavit fall within my personal knowledge and are to the best of my belief both accurate, true, and I'll be liable to prosecution if any facts contained herein is not to my knowledge and or belief, or it's false and inaccurate. I'm the group leader of the Grafrenet Detective Unit, and as such, I oversee all daily tasks and duties of the detectives under my command. One of my duties is to ensure continuity and ensure that dockets sent to court are done so in a proper and legal manner. This includes ensuring that documents we use are approved by the South African Police Management, as well as acceptable to the members of the Justice Department. We are presently using an adapted warning statement, and it is widely accepted in our district. The advocate of our regional court at the time of introducing the updated warning statement, Mr. D. Bacchus, had approached us with concerns regarding shortcomings in the warning statements we were using. He stated that it did not conform to Section 35 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. A short while later, we received the present warning statement from his office. And in conjunction with myself, we managed to compress the contents into the present 3-page document, which encompasses all the requests of the court. Each police station had previously used a standard warning statement, which was both in English and Afrikaans, but this one did not conform, so we discontinued the use of that one and opted for the new revised one, which is presented only in English as per the national instructions. Attached, find a copy of the warning statement currently being used at Grafrenet SAPS. And then it's taken an oath, and it is signed by himself. And he says, I certify that the deponent has acknowledged that he knows and understands the contents of the declaration which was sworn to before me, and the deponent signs, and it was placed thereon in my presence at Grafrenet. And the Commissioner of Oaths, who attested this document, has also signed. And it is attached to what is said to be a warning statement by a suspect, a form, that is. In this form, it is a specimen which the gentleman refers to. All right? Can you give this citation, Mr. Balui? Yeah.
It will be exhibit, I'm sorry, it will be exhibit ZZ3 in brackets A.
Kati funda khona lapho ke inkosi enkantolo udaba umalana nohlelo lwe-affidavit oluqhamuka lapho-ke eGraaf Reinet olubhaliwe khona-ke lapho-ke Graaf Reinet case 33/01/2024 bese babhala lapha ngenzansi ukuthi-ke lapho-ke uHarold Stephanies Kruger uye kobhalile la ngaphansi kwesifungo ebhala-ke ngolwimi lwesingisi-ke la asho khona-ke ukuthi yena-ke umuntu omdala-ke owesilisa-ke bambeletha ngomnyaka ka-1971 ngenyanga yesikhombisa-ke lapho-ke ngelanga lange-16 bese wabhala-ke lapho-ke inombolo zikamazisi wakhe-ke khona lapho-ke waqhubeka futhi washo ukuthi yena-ke uhlala kuphi-ke nendawo ikhila kalibhalile lapho-ke unumber 14 Lupcha Street lapho-ke yasho ukuthi uhlala khona-ke eGraaf Reinet sabhala-ke imininingwane-ke lapho-ke inombolo zakhe zocingo-ke washo ukuthi ngosebenza ngaphansi kwezesiphoyisa isikhundla sebenza kusona-ke isikhundla sokuphenya amacala wabo-detective warrant officer lapho-ke ngaphansi kwesikhumulo samaphoyisa saseGraaf Reinet uyasho khona njalo ukuthi yena-ke usebenza ngaphansi kwe-detective branch lapho-ke eGraaf Reinet bese wabhala-ke inombolo zehhovisi lakhe la sebenzela khona-ke futhi wabhala-ke ney'nombolo zakhe ze-personal number yakhe inombolo ayisebenzisayo uma ngabe efika-ke lapho emsebenzini-ke bese aqhubeka washo khona-ke ngenzansi ukuthi lapho paragraph number 2 ubhalile-ke khona-ke lapho-ke ngolwimi lesingisi-ke phambili ngithi ngituli-ke ngolwimi lesizulu-ke khona-ke uyasho ukuthi lapho-ke gcina lokhu oqhamuka lapho mina okutshengakala lapha ngaphakathi kule text ekhona-ke futhi noqukethwe nokhona bakufakile ngaphakathi kule affidavit lona-ke kuwela ngaphakathi ulwazi lwami ngoba futhi ngaphakathi kwenkolo yami futhi konke lokuyiqiniso futhi kuhamba kahle-ke uma ngaze kube nenkinga-ke lapho-ke mina ngiyothi ngibe khona-ke thizeni enkantolo ingishushise mayelana nalo daba lolu uma ngabe akulona-ke iqiniso leli olukhona la ngaphakathi-ke uyasho ukuthi yena-ke usebenza ngaphansi kwiqembu kuye-ke uyena-ke ohola-ke iqembu laseGraaf Reinet labo-ke abasishi bamacala la sebenza khona-ke futhi bavame ukuthi babheke-ke ukusebenza kwezinto noma indlela abasebenza ngayo-ke lapho-ke umsebenzi wabo wenzayo njengokuthi yena-ke wena ohole phambili iqembu labasishi lapho-ke futhi uyasho khona njalo ukuthi wena basebenza lapho-ke futhi basebenza kakhulu-ke mayelana namadokhethi ahamba phakathi kwabo futhi namadokhethi asuka lapho-ke ahamba kuze-ke aya enkantolo ngoba la kukhona-ke basebenza mayelana document lana-ke ngoba futhi avumelekile ngaphansi kwe-management ekhona-ke lapha kwa-SAPS futhi eyakwamukela-ke lokho-ke futhi asho ukuthi lapha kule sigodi sabo basebenza ngalo hlelo lolu alibhalile khona lana-ke waqhubeka washo ukuthi abameli futhi noma ama-advocate akhona-ke lapho enkantolo ephakeme khona-ke lapho e-regional court futhi esikhathini sakhona-ke bafika kena-ke bamlethela-ke uhlelo lolu lwama-warning statement osele lushintshiwe-ke cha not lo kade belisebenzisa-ke kudala-ke futhi lapho-ke uMr D loyo kade amlethele okade aya kuyena-ke amlethele lolo hlelo lolo-ke futhi lwela ngaphansi kwezomthetho lapho ku-section 35 la eNingizimu Afrika washo ukuthi khona njalo-ke kade kudala besebenzisa-ke lokhu zama-warning statement abhale ngelimi lesingisi futhi ngolwimi le-Afrikaans kepha khona manje wasebenzisa-ke lokhu okubhalwe ngelimi lesingisi nje kuphela-ke bese ngenzansi washo ukuthi uyafunga futhi uyagoma ukuthi uyena uthathile le statement lesi-ke ngemuva kwalokho bese kwaba no-commissioner of oath bese-ke commissioner-ke lapha-ke le document leli-ke ngomnyaka 2025 yinyanga yokuqala ngelanga lange-21 bese commissioner nesikhathi wasibhali lapho-ke imizuzu u-35 ngemuva kwehora lesikhombisa-ke bese u-commissioner of oath naye wasicommissiona-ke la ngemuva kule document leli-ke kukhona-ke ilokhuzana bathi South African Police Services besathi a warning statement by suspect.
Yes,
Thank you, Brigadier. Honestly, this has never been brought to my attention. As you were saying that there's an affidavit that you attended to the state, I thought that the state would still come and hand it over to us. It's never been brought to. Otherwise, I would not have insisted on the name of the person who received this document from. Do you understand?
Uyabonga-ke ummeli futhi uyabonga kakhulu athi uma ngabe-ke ihlangothi lezokushushiso kade bemlethele idocument leli bekangekhe kaqhubeke futhi akubuza ukuthi ngabe ubani umuntu walekelela-ke uLieutenant Colonel Roth ekuthizeni athole-ke statement lesi.
My Lord, I understand the response, but this is what I try to explain over and over again in my response. Because this is exactly why then me and Advocate Mnisi then end up bumping it, because he tend to think I'm explaining unnecessary things. Yet, I explain things that I think he doesn't understand. Because I could see that there seems to be a gap from what I have and what he's telling me. I knew there was an affidavit, I knew that he should have it, and it was clear that he's asking me what it should be before him. But I do understand, my Lord.
athi ke ufakazi yakuzwisisa ke lokho ke futhi kepha ke bekazama ke uletha incazelo yakhe isikhathi ngesikhathi noma amahlandla ahlukile lapho ethi agcina ke amtshela khona ke ngoba bekazwa ke imibuzo ngesikhathi esikade abuzwa khona njalo bejangala ngathi umnomzana advocate Mnisi akazi ukuthi lo hlelo lolu noma akacabanga ukuthi sele analo kuyena ke ngoba kube bekanalo ke bebangeke banquzane ngamakhanda ngalolu daba lolu lwama statement noma lo daba lokuthi ubani umuntu obhalile.
Yeah, thank you. Although the court took the liberty to read the content of this affidavit into record, but what is contained in paragraph 4, it's simply an indication that this document does not come from South African Police Services. It's a creation of what Graaf Reinet is, a creation of Graaf Reinet Police Station, and in conjunction with prosecution. Thank you.
Ngiyakuzwa ke mnomzana kepha lokho kubhaliwe la ngaphakathi ko paragraph 4 kujangala ngathi akuyona ke umgomo osebenza noma kulona kuhlelo uqhamuka ngaphansi kwezesiphoyisa sala iningizimu Afrika ke kepha uhlelo uqhamuka ngaphansi kwezesiphoyisa sase Graaf Reinet futhi nenkantolo yalapho.
Yes, my lord, but it confirms what I've said. There is no prescribed form according to the standing orders of the South African Police. It's exactly, paragraph 4 confirms exactly that, my lord.
Yes, ukuthi yebo khona kunjalo aqhamuke ngaphansi kwezesiphoyisa ke kepha no paragraph 4 yasitshela kabanzi ngalokho.
Thank you. This now we're making a bit of a progress. Now let's go to ZZ4.
Can I please?
It's a document from Nelspruit.
Document isihambisi lapho ku-Z4 document iqhamuka kwesikhumulo samaphoyisa sase-Nelspruit.
Apparently it's from the South African Police Services because it has got a South African Police insignia. It's also written there South African Police Service. It's a warning statement by a suspect that is from Nelspruit. Now again, similar exercise from Nelspruit. Who did you get this document from?
Lapho ku-ZZ4 i-statement isiqhamuka lapho ke ngaphansi kweziphoyisa sase-Nelspruit abhale khona ukuthi South African Police Services bese ngenzansi bathi Nelspruit futhi kunestembe seziphoyisa ke manje base babhalela ngaphakathi manje umbuzo ukuthi ngabe wasithola kubani le statement lesi.
So this one, my lord, was requested, so I'll put the sequence of events. This was requested, rather the member from my office, Sergeant Mongo specifically. I think it's before court, yes. Because he's doing investigation that side, he was tasked by me to say he must then check in Nelspruit as to what type of a warning statement. So the warning statement, ZZ4, was received or given to me through Sergeant Mongwe, but no name as well as to who gave it to him. And as I said, my lord, no request of the names were given to me. But subsequent to yesterday's proceedings, the same exercise that I've embarked on in Graaf Reinet, it has been done with Nelspruit, and we will be getting an affidavit to that effect. But to answer specifically, Sergeant Monge from my office was tasked to get this document and is the one that made it available to us. He didn't give me the name as to who gave it to him because there was no such request, my lord.
Uyasho khona njalo ufakazi mana nencazelo yakhe noma mana nempendulo yakhe ukuthi lapho ke statement lesi saka exhibit ZZ4 basithola ke ku Sergeant uMongwe uyena ke ngoba kade bamcelile ukuthi akahambe akwenza ke ukuphenya kwamacala ngale eNelspruit ke wacela yena ukuthi amtholeleke istatement lapho ke eNelspruit futhi akakaze amtshele igama lomuntu owamnikeza sona noma owamupha sona le statement lesi ngokepha ke ngemuva kohlelo la izolo la enkantolo noma ngemuva kokuhlala kwala enkantolo ke izolo ke uthathe uhambo lo olufana nohambo lo sele alithathile mayelana nodaba la ka exhibit ZZ3 lokuthi ke agcine ke athola ke lokuzani affidavit eqhamuka lapho ke eNelspruit la basho khona ke ukuthi abobane noma igama lomuntu othizeni owasiza ke umnomzana uSergeant Mongwe ekuthizeni ke agcina athola ke istatement lesi saka exhibit ZZ4.
So is your testimony that there will be information that is forthcoming as to who Sergeant Mongwe got this document from, not so?
Manje ukuthi kunolwazi ke ozoqhamuka phambi kwenkantolo oluzositshela kabanzi ukuthi zeni uSergeant Mongwe ngabe le statement lesi wathola kubani?
Yes, there will be information similar to ZZ3A, my lord, insofar as ZZ4 and all other ZZ statements, in other words, warning statements. There will be information forthcoming similar, to what ZZ3A is saying.
Why do you call this document warning statement. It is a form.
Yes, it is a form, my lord.
Yeah.
I'm simply
And
reading the name,
this, and I'm sorry to interfere. And this document, it's like the judge's rules. When were they incorporated? 1939 or 40 what? You don't know?
I think it was in 1941.
1941.
I'll have to check. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Watermeyer. And all that Section 35 of the Constitution has done is to take Watermeyer's thinking. That's all. Judges' rules. Even today, they are still applicable. Mr. Ramsipi. That's all. We're busy with a document which encapsulates what is applicable or found, what was applicable in
1931.
1931.
It was during, they were approved at a conference in Cape Town
That's
in
it.
1931.
Yeah. So I really, anyway, we can go on.
My lord,
Now you can go.
I think I need to put the court in a proper perspective as to the reason why am I embarking on this process. Brigadier Gininda says there is no authority that says what specific document must be used when a warning statement is to be taken from a police.
Yeah, fine, I heard him.
He says that in the context of the South African Police Services, he does not represent himself as he's standing there. He's representing the South African Police Services. We've got the minister, we've got the commissioner, the national commissioner. So basically, he is saying that the national commissioner is telling this court that there is no authority that says what specific documents must be used when a statement is to be when a warning statement is to be taken from a suspect, which is the reason why I'm now embarking on this process.
That's why I was just explaining the origins of the law.
Yes, my lord.
And this comes from England.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is basically the reason why I'm embarking on this so seemingly tedious exercise. It is not tedious. It is so seemingly tedious, my lord. But nonetheless,
No, it's because every warning statement in South Africa
yes, my lord.
since 1997. When was the Constitution? 1996.
The interim constitution.
Yeah, it's after the interim constitution.
Yes.
It encapsulates Section 35
Yes.
of the Constitution.
Yes.
Even this document, I am notified the following with reference to Section 35 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, Act 108 of 1996. And the person's rights are encapsulated here. That's what's important in this document.
I'm
So,
of a different
really,
view, my lord. If the court is reading it in such a cursory way and say, this is what is encapsulated in this document, I've got a different view from what the court has.
Fine, yeah, fine.
Thank you, my lord. Now, we'll be waiting for Mongwe. You said it's Sergeant Mongwe to come and tell us from who did he get this document from, or at least an affidavit from the person that he got this information from. Thank you. ZZ5. It's a document from Ennerdale. I think that is the same process. We do not know who this document comes from within the precinct of Ennerdale police station, not so. Specifically, who said take this document from Ennerdale, not so.
Yes, it is so, as well
Thank
as
you.
the last exhibit, my lord, that is from Boysen. But these ones were brought to my attention by Warrant Officer Mukwena from my office. But same, my lord, Ennerdale as well as the Boysen one. I think Advocate Niti still has the one of Boysen. Warrant Officer Mukwena was in charge of both. Also on those both forms, I'm using the term forms, my lord, no name was given as I indicated because the request for names from Advocate Nisi was not given. However, the same process, my lord, of disposing, of getting an affidavit from those relevant stations is also coming, and we should have that information today. My lord.
Lapho kumele silindele umnumzana uSergeant Monga ukuthi izini azasitshele ukuthi ngabe wathola kuphi istatement leso ke manje thithi sihambe sibheke phambili siqhube sibheke uZZ5 yena ke qhamuka lapho eNedale police station nakhona usho ukuthi akaze utshele ukuthi ubani umuntu owanisilekelela ukuthi nithule uhlelo le statement khona ke uyasho ukuthi yebo khona ke kunjalo futhi nalesi silandelayo sase Boyzen khona ke kunjalo kepha ke umuntu owamcela ukuthi izini amthulele ama statement lawo ke umnumzana warrant officer mukwena ke futhi ngemuva kokuhlala le nkantolo ke ngelanga elidlula ngala izolo ke kulaba hambe khona kohambo lwabo ethizeni bahambe konke bacele wonke ama police station noma ikhumulo zamaphoyisa lezi ezabalekelela ethizeni ukuthola ama statement lana ke ethizeni babhale kuhlelo ama affidavit basho ukuthi yibo abobani futhi yibona ababalekelela ethizeni ukuthola ke ama statement la.
Thank you, Brigadier. My Lord, I do not want to infringe on the human dignity and human rights of other people. Our colleagues, not really people of our colleagues. I realize that it is almost 21 minutes past 11. It's 5 minutes after we should have taken a tea break, my Lord. May we then take it? And to also enable the accused here to stretch up. They've been seated for a long time.